enough of that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sean Cromo, creator of Smack the Head, the animated series comic, hopefully crowdfunding soon, and occasional host of random back issue comics on this YouTube channel. And this is my co-host.
Good morning.
Morning.
Night. Day.
Technically it's dinner time.
Okay.
All right, that's working. I'm a little unprepared.
Oh.
Yeah, whatever. How's it going?
It's going. Another day.
That's the spirit. Yeah, what's new? Well, I got a ticker.
Where's your ticker?
Damn. It's right here.
It's ticking away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you been up?
Yep.
You been up to?
Not so much. Just working a little bit here and there.
All right, that's the show, folks.
Been watching. I was watching Star Trek on Pluto.
Yep.
Yeah, they were running through the original series on the Star Trek channel, and then on the More Trek, they put Deep Space Nine back on. So I'm bored.
Oh, is it in order?
Yeah, it's in order right now.
Oh,
I think they pretty much keep it all in order. They just run through the seasons, but they do, when they start getting towards the tail end of them showing the seasons, they start like taking out episodes. They'll play one episode and they'll jump like 3 episodes and play that episode.
Gotcha.
So they started taking episodes out the longer it's been on there.
Well,
except for
like shenanigans.
Except for the original series, they don't skip episodes there, and that just might be because it's only 3 seasons long. Everything else is just about 7. The other 3. Oh, and they do Strange Worlds on there also. Strange New Worlds?
Strange New Worlds.
Yeah. Which is a fun show. I like it.
You are the only person well, no, that's not true. I get mixed responses from people.
It's got its issues. Like if you try to compare it or put it anywhere,
if you try to think of it as a good,
they do. Show. At least they try not to contradict themselves about what they're doing, and they're trying to make it so it is. At least they're trying. They're not trying to like just shoehorn everything in and make it. Oh, we got this because we got. Yeah, they're not really trying to do that. At least I don't feel like.
Okay.
But then again, maybe they are, and I'm just not really paying attention to most of it.
You got me. I don't really have any interest in any new Star Trek that they do anymore.
Like I said, this one is fun. It's more entertaining and more Star Trek than a lot of the most recent stuff that's been out.
Oh, yeah.
Even the 3 movies that came out with Pine. This feels way more.
I liked 2 of those movies.
Yeah, I have my issues with the first one. I have everything wrong with the second movie.
And the third one kind of feels Star Trek-y.
It reminded me a lot of Insurrection, which I liked a lot.
You liked Insurrection? A lot?
I did.
A lot?
I didn't like it. It felt like a really long episode. It felt like a 4-parter episode than an actual movie.
Not my favorite.
I didn't say it's my favorite.
Hey, you liked it a lot.
Well, I can like something a lot, but it doesn't make it my favorite.
I don't know.
I like it better than Generations.
That fan club group I got nothing. These are not the jokes, folks.
I think First Contact would be my favorite out of the next gen movies.
Yeah.
And then Khan out of the original movies.
Oh. I like most of the original movies and
Khan and Undiscovered Country. Probably my 2 favorites.
That's probably my favorite one.
Yeah. Undiscovered Country, probably. I went to the theater and saw it like 8 times.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was playing down the street at the Dollar Theater, and they, like on Wednesdays, it was 50 cents. So I was like, hell yeah. Let's go watch some Star Trek. I'm like 7 or 8, going to the movies by myself.
Yeah. That's
cool. Who's going to stop me?
At 7 or 8? Wow.
Yeah. I don't know either.
The man.
The Man. No, they didn't care back then.
Mm,
This is the 80s.
those mans.
There was no like protocol for a kid riding his bike down the road to go to a movie theater at any odd time of day.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's whatever you were talking about for you.
Yep. Do you hear about that roller coaster over at Carowinds?
No.
Carowinds is the theme park right below you.
Below.
There's below you, south of you. This roller coaster, the post is snapped. Like every time the roller coaster comes around the bend, you see the thing shake.
I saw that. I didn't know what I was looking at.
Yeah, it's a roller coaster in Carowinds.
Nice.
Thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyways,
yeah.
And then right before we started the show, I got really frustrated and
knocked over everything
on my desk.
I saw it. I was there. I'll testify.
Oh, was the camera working? I was in another screen. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't figure anything out all of a sudden. It's like everything just got tunnel visioned. I couldn't really.
I thought you saw me come on and go. Mm.
No, I couldn't see anything.
Oh, all right.
I was yelling at myself and getting frustrated with my own self.
Get down with your bad self.
Wiki.
Yeah. So you said you watched the first 15 minutes of this funeral dirge that is
and
Indiana Jones.
It was really good. It was Indiana Jones. It was everything we wanted in Crystal Skull.
Yeah.
In that first 15 minutes. Yeah, he was fighting Nazis, doing his thing. It had to have been like right after, if you had a time frame, it right after the events of Last Crusade.
Well, it's supposed to be 44, and Last Crusade, I think, is 38.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah, because it's the end of World War II.
Yeah. I've heard that part.
Yeah, so that was very entertaining. That was very Indiana Jones. Everything they did, even like with the CGI youngifying. Youngin fire. Utes fire.
The Utes.
The Utes Defier. Defier. Okay. Anyway, so it was really good. I liked what I watched there. I kind of wanted to end right after that opening hook.
That's what everyone keeps saying. Like
I was fine with that.
That part's great, and then you have a 2-hour slog afterwards, or almost 3-hour slog.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that part. So I can't really say anything else on the movie because I didn't see anything else, and I've only seen one trailer about 6 months ago, so I don't really remember too much.
I have.
And then just the internet rumors of people talking about what it is.
Oh, well, I've heard that all the internet rumors are correct. And I've watched several reviews now, and I'm like, I'm good. I don't need that poison living in my brain.
It'll get there eventually anyway.
Nope. If I don't take it in its pure form, it does not exist in my head.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I wish I had that ability.
Like, I'm aware of it, but as long as I'm not seeing Indy as an alcoholic, then he's not an alcoholic at all. Oh, that's a terrible arm.
Yes, very.
Yeah. Did you ever read did you ever play Fate of Atlantis?
Oh, that was the N64 one?
No, that was Infernal Machine, which I never got to play, which I really regret.
I played that one. I didn't play the PlayStation one.
Oh, there's two technically on the PlayStation, which is actually the Emperor's Tomb. And going by in the ticker down here, that I started again today for a little bit, and that's really like.
I think the Emperor's Room. I watched somebody. I was like sitting there watching someone play it.
Oh, maybe it was me.
No, it wasn't you. This was when I was at Full Sail. I remember being. I don't remember who it was, but I remember sitting there watching it.
Yeah.
Watching them play it. So being bored out of my gourd.
Yeah, it's not really those single player adventure games are not really riveting to an audience.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on watching other people play video games when I can be playing it myself, type thing.
Yeah,
It's like watching sports.
sports,
I'd rather go play sports than watch sports.
I guess. I think
99.9% of the time.
at
Huh?
the actual game is really the only time I enjoy watching sports. I can't watch them on TV or anything. But
Oh
it's
yeah.
fun to
Oh
go to the stadium and stuff.
well, yeah. Once you're immersed in it, then and it's like you can like yeah, that's fun too. I like doing that.
Yeah.
And but yeah, watching on TV's never been a fun thing for me.
Yeah. Uh, so no, you never played Fate of Atlantis.
No, I read the
So,
comic on the Atlantis one.
yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm all for talking about better Indiana Jones stories
Stories. Yeah.
than yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Even the young Indiana Jones was great. I loved those.
I
I
need
never
to.
got to watch them on TV though. Maybe once or twice.
I saw a couple or one.
Yeah, once or twice.
I don't know.
They came on
were
like Sundays at random days,
yeah,
random Sundays. Like they were never on consecutively.
yeah. And then I thought it was going to be a one-time thing, and
Yeah, it
then
was like a TV movie type thing.
yeah, and then they did it a couple of times, and I was like, what is happening?
And then there's a whole season.
Yeah, there's like 3 box sets that I would like to have.
Yeah.
If you watch that very first episode, though, my first adventure, I think is what it's called. It feels so much like the freaking Phantom Menace that it's like, oh,
Gee, I wonder why.
yeah,
You mean the Phantom Menace feels like young Indiana Jones?
yes, they feel the same. Young kid being kind of annoying. I don't know if he says yippee or not.
When did Young Indy come out?
I want to say 92.
So he was probably in the process of writing that episode one then, same time.
I don't know if he wrote it.
Well, yeah, because he had to because they were in pre-production and
Yeah, March 4th, 1992.
he was probably writing it from 92 to 94, and then they went into at 95 they went into production.
Yeah.
And it was out in 99.
Huh. When did Phantom Menace start filming? 97.
I said production, not live. So building the
Oh
sets.
yeah, and legal crap and
Right, but the script would have been written for them to build the sets and start getting everything.
Not necessarily.
Well, I mean, half of it at least. At least the story wise. Like, you can't build a set with not knowing where you're going to be. Like, the settings were put in place. Maybe the dialogue wasn't written, but the settings had at least be put in place.
There's some clip.
And he probably just copy and pasted from Indiana Jones and that one and just changed locations and names.
I don't know. There's one clip. Oh, what was it? It's in one of the behind the scenes things. He's like, they've already started building sets. I need to finish the script soon. And I was like, what the F?
Well, that happens a lot. There's episodes. I was reading on some TOS, Star Trek episodes.
Yeah.
And there was, or OST. Or TOS?
TOS, the original
series. I don't know what I was thinking. Dyslexia was jumping in my brain.
Yeah, it's fine.
But Roddenberry was like underneath a tree, like trying to finish writing scripts as they're like filming.
Oh.
And he's like writing the dialogue and handing it off as like literally coming up to that scene.
Yeah.
So yeah, that happens. They're never truly finished with the script. They're always still writing it out.
Yeah,
that's dialogue they're writing. They're not writing they're just trying to get the feel and flow between the actors of writing like dialogue. They're not writing all of a sudden going to a new planet or changing locations all of a sudden, because then you have to stop everything, rebuild sets, or either stop and like get the green screens changed, move the green boxes around, and get people in costumes. So, like, that's usually hard to do, to change, not have that part written in a script, but not to have the dialogue written is usually always the case.
When my brother was working at Disney, they were changing the script like I would exaggerate saying pretty much up
Right, a
until the
billion
release. Yeah, no, they changed it so much, and it was stupid because they were always like, "We got this perfect script. First draft is great. Okay, now let's break it." And it's like, why don't we just make that movie, the one that you said was perfect?
No, you can get more money if you break it apart.
But then you start running into production
Exactly. They
problems
don't care
and all
about
this
that. They
stuff.
care about the money.
It's like this movie's never gonna get finished if you don't stop changing the script.
Pretty much. That's where you have played, like, then you have movies like Apocalypse Now. Great movie, but the production behind it was just an absolute mess.
Yeah, and then you could argue
over 300 some
like,
days.
What the F?
Of filming. Yeah, that's why you have movies like that cost way over budget, and then they don't really, you don't get your money back, really.
Yeah.
And that's why they try to rein it in. It's like, no, you can't do that. So it's not like it's rampant, but it does happen. But that's every business. Everybody has fucking snags and redos and shit like that.
Snags.
Give him some acne cream.
Why? He's got stubble.
I mean, it's going like, I guess.
The other stuff is just leftover.
Oh, racing parts. I see what you're going now. Okay.
Yeah. Ever read any of the indie novels?
No, never did any indie novels.
I will tell you that the few that I've gotten through. Well, this one, I swear I got this at Sci-Fi World in Orlando. Indiana Jones and the Dance of the Giants. He ends up seeing Merlin at the end of it.
Interesting.
Not that bad. This one. Oh god, you can't even see it.
You see the
yellow, you jerk. Anyway, Army of the Dead.
I think I heard of that one.
Well, you should have. Yeah. You wrote it. I don't remember it being that great, but it was written like, I don't know, slightly after Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, so it has Mac going around with him. So it's interesting to see a different adventure with him. But overall, I was like, meh, it's a zombie story.
Yeah, that's why I probably also remember it.
This one, I was like, I'm going on a plane trip. I want fucking Indiana Jones and the Sky Pirates.
There you go.
That sounds sensational. I can't tell you where I stopped because it was so boring. And then I looked it up, and it, like the reviews for it were like, it is the most boring Indiana Jones book out of all of them, and I can't believe with that subject matter they couldn't make it more entertaining. Then that one I got, but I haven't read.
Inferior World? Interior.
Yeah, I guess like Hollow Earth.
Yeah, that's what I got from it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Indiana Jones doesn't seem like it would be an exciting read.
Yeah.
Like it would be a slow read for the books.
It kind of is.
It's more a visual thing for me. Comics or video games, movies.
Yeah. Yeah. I read all of those Dark Horse ones back in the day.
Yep.
Those were good.
Those are real good.
They also did Fate of Atlantis as the comic.
Yes.
Yeah. And these are a lot of fun. But I really like the Clone Wars micro series. So when they did adventures that look like that, I lost my mind.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask who owns Indy now, but never mind.
That's like my biggest disappointment from this movie.
I meant for like the comic book wise, not movie wise. I was like,
Disney.
Yeah, so it'd be Marvel who puts it out if they put out anything.
Bringing it back.
Have they put anything out since Dark Horse
That's my biggest issue, besides the movie sucking, is that I was really hoping that they would re-release the omnibuses of the old Marvel 80s comics. Because I've been slowly buying individual issues of that. I'm up to like 17, I think.
Oh, nice.
And
but you'd rather have the omnibus?
Yeah, it's just, it's right there, and it's newer, so it's not going to fall apart as
soon. That's true.
But those omnibuses, when they released them from Dark Horse, like, I should have bought them. I had no idea how effing expensive they would become later on, because you cannot find them anywhere.
Yeah, I agree. Should have learned my lesson when they did that Dark Times and then changed the title of it, and then you couldn't find anything about that trade anywhere now. It's hard to find.
Is it a collected one or something?
Yeah, it was one of the collected. It was called Dark Times, and then they changed the name of the comic to something else. And then it's hard to find the trade of underneath Dark Times. I think there's like 2 different volumes, maybe.
Oh yeah, especially if they're omnibuses or whatever.
Yeah, there was, and that was a pain in the butt. And then to find it, it was like quadruple priced. It's like, no thanks, I don't need it that bad.
And then you're like, should I buy the individual comics over the course of the next 10 years, or should I just spend $100 and get a stupid omnibus? Because which one's going to be cheaper? It's probably going to be the same.
Yeah. I did that. I know people who only collected the omnibuses. They would wait until they just wait until the stories get put into trades and then just buy the trades.
That's kind of where I want to be. I think that's where the industry should have been a long time ago. But I understand people like individual issues. I just like individual stories. I did that with the X-Wing comics. I think I finally bought all of
the individuals.
Or I might have a couple of trades, but I finally got all of those. Still haven't read them, but I got them.
You got them. Haven't got anything with them.
No problem, Nick.
Yep.
There's no problem, man. Thanks for showing up. Jurassic World's a good one. I like that one. What did
the last one?
I don't know about that one. I need to. Wow, I have a ban from Studio button. I was trying to make you bigger, but. What were we showing off? The Flash?
Reverse Flash.
Got them all. Flashes.
Lightning, sword, armored, Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
But I guess the yellow armor came with the actual Flash character, and then his armor came like gold.
Oh, the slash across it, or what?
No, they both have. It's the exact same armor. The lightning bolt isn't even reversed on this. They made it go straight down, so they didn't have to like. All you had to do was do a different color mold. They didn't have to do a whole new mold.
Yeah.
But no, it's the color wise. Like there's a solid yellow, then a solid gold, and then there's like a clear gold. It's just weird. That I think like Reverse Flash should have gotten the bold yellow one, and then the 2 different flashes should have gotten the clear and the gold.
Did you ever get the shiny Flash? They were doing like some of like the first.
I got heroes. I got 4 flashes, 2 that have just yellow boots, solid yellow. Yeah, and then 2 with gold.
Oh,
I call this
shiny one.
Yeah, this is Wally, and the bold one is Barry.
Yeah. I was just watching that show the other day.
Good show. I liked it a lot. I remember I was in 4th grade, 1990, North Carolina, in Charlotte. That's pretty funny.
That's weird.
Probably about 8 miles away from where you are right now.
Really weird.
Yeah, that's where I watched it, up there. I have very fond memories sitting there at 8 o'clock, wait for it to come on, doing my homework.
That's another one that like I only saw a little bit of, and I like like young Indiana Jones. I was like, oh, I didn't know this was going to be on again. And then I think they like switched the time slots around or something, and then I
Yeah, it was
saw
like
like a couple of
Thursday at 8.
things. Saw like a couple of things with Mark Hamill as the trickster, and then it was gone, and I never saw it again.
And they turned that into a movie. That
Yeah,
trickster one, it got put into a TV movie.
yeah.
And then I rented it from Blockbuster a few times.
I think it's on my DVD set.
Well, it should be. It was technically part of. It was like the season opener or the
Yeah,
ends, but they just made it like an hour and a half long instead of or
yeah.
two. It was like a 2.5 hour long.
Dude, this first one is still like 2 hours. Like I'm still not done with it because I had to turn it off a couple of times. But uh, I'm shocked at how long it is. It's like the biker gang that kills his brother.
Yep, it's good. It was a really good show.
I enjoy
Ahead
it.
of its time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because Batman had just come out the year before.
They got freaking Danny Elfman to do the song or music.
Probably because of him doing the Batman
Yeah, it sounds like it.
just recently. So they probably like, oh, let's just get him to do it.
Yeah.
He probably had it. He either
Get
did it
Danny
as a
Elfman.
favor.
He'll do anything.
Did you read that article about the old woman punching the bear?
I saw it this morning when you sent it, but I didn't. I didn't click on it. I was doing other things.
Oh, I figured. Yeah, she punched a bear because it was chasing her dog.
I had a dream that I was basically fighting a bear.
Yeah, bears are scary, man. Bears are fucking scary.
I told Andrea it was a small bear, and by that small I mean about my size. So not very small, I guess.
No, that would still be a big bear. I wouldn't want to get near it.
Yeah. I don't know what this snake's gonna look like. But I need to have like a treasure that he's sitting on. Or wrapped around.
Yeah, there you go. Something needs to happen.
Gotta have something.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not even drawing on the layer that I want to be drawn on. Great.
And then I read Tesla is no longer going to make cars for England. They're not giving them the right-handed driving cars anymore.
Oh yeah, they're just too lazy.
I guess so. It was like too much changing production, so everybody gets a left-handed driving car, and then they gave them one of those grabbers. You pull the thing, and it because everything for them would be on the opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
So like parking tickets, they would have to reach across to grab.
All right.
So the car comes with a reacher, they call it.
That is hilariously stupid.
I know.
I approve.
I got a really good chuckle out of that one.
The last Jurassic World movie, to answer the question from before, I liked the first one a lot. It was the first Jurassic I could put on loop in a long time. And then the second one was okay, but I can't get past the depressing dead, like blowing up of the island. It always makes me feel bad, so I have to I've watched it twice. I have to fast forward through that part because it ruins my Sunday. And the last one I've only seen in the theater. I have the extended movie. I still have not. I don't know if I've even unwrapped it yet. There's a lot I would have done different with that, but I like the first one.
Yeah.
And I didn't hate the last one because all I really wanted was big dumb dinosaurs, and that was in there. So
yeah, what you asked for.
And I told you not to go see it. Yeah. That's the consensus. And I hear it's doing really bad.
Oh yeah, that's really bad. Just as bad as The Flash was doing.
I thought it was doing worse than that.
Indy made 70 million, I think, from Thursday to Friday.
Oh yeah.
So it would be more than The Flash made in the first 2 nights.
Oh. Yep. Hollywood's just knocking them out of the park now, completely.
Yep. They're so good at that. Like I said, they don't care. They're just in it for the money. They're not even. They don't care what the stories are or portray or.
You have to make a good story to make the money.
Well, they don't see it that way. They just see making this stuff, and people are going to go to it nostalgic-wise, and they don't care. And then they get people like Manifold who are like
Manifold,
Mangold, whoever was the director,
Mangold. Yeah, I don't like that guy. When they said he was going to direct it, I was like, so we're going to get Logan, and then he's going to die at the end. Sounds great.
Yeah, I mean these directors are becoming one shtick. Like they're not even the people who are writing the script, but they control the script to so much. It's just, oh yeah, The Flash was ass, complete ass.
I was not gonna pay to see that. I was gonna wait till streaming and then just fast forward to like Batman stuff here and there.
Yeah, Ben Affleck looked great in the blue suit. I thought it was great. It looked cool.
That's what I've heard, but that suit,
like all this Batman stuff was fine. It was the story was weak, and then the ending is so just stupid.
Yeah,
it's like everything they talked about the multiverse doesn't. They like shut on their own idea. So like he comes back and he goes into he thinks he comes back into the original reality, but there's a new cameo from another Batman shows up, and he's obviously not Ben Affleck. So what happened to the Barry of that universe when he went back in time to change everything? Where did he end up? Like, if he went into the next one and the next one and the next, so there's like just multiple Barrys in the wrong universe, and then they completely ignore his powers about being able to tell because each universe vibrates at a different frequency.
Oh, I'm certain they don't know that.
Like, they don't know how to use their powers.
No, I'm certain they don't even know that exists as a thing.
Probably not.
You don't have the brightest people making these movies.
Oh no,
not the most researched.
But even like that hurt my head just as much as Endgame's time travel shenanigans hurt my head. It's like they don't even want to explain it in a correct way. Not even like Back to the Future did it fine. Like it was simple. Yeah. And here you go. The more you try to convolute it and try to explain it, it's just like what was that one movie with all the multiverses and she was jumping through it all? No, it had Short Round. His first movie in a long time.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Yeah, that was fine. And that was
I liked it.
Multiverse nightmare. And they did a great job explaining it in that.
Yeah.
I just think everybody's I got to put my spin on how the multiverse works. This is how it works. But then you don't even use it the way you explained it. And that makes no sense to me. That's where I started getting a headache. It's like, well, you didn't even explain that this way. You explained it in a completely different way. And then you're trying to use it this way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, when you forget your own rules.
Yeah.
Your movie sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. Or your story, everything sucks. I blame the directors. The directors are the fault of it because they put out the crap that they envision. Like, these actors are being directed to act this way by the director. Like, this is what he wanted. It's not the actor's fault. It's all the director's fault, in my opinion.
I feel like more and more directors have less control than the producers do. And the producer doesn't know how to.
I guess it would depend on the director because I don't think the producer is going to come in and tell Steven Spielberg how to finish his movie.
But when was the last time you heard of a director that had any kind of...
Yeah, exactly. When was the last time Spielberg directed? I think he did something recently, but...
Yeah,
something... Or he's in the middle of something?
I don't know, something artsy that I'm not going to watch.
Yeah, probably not.
Not
that it's a bad thing, it's just...
I had a thought, but I don't know what it was anymore.
Sorry.
That's fine. I don't know. Back to the Future and Strange Rules. Well, it treats it as if everything's happening for the first time.
Exactly.
Lots of stuff now, especially Lightyear. I had to sit through that crap numerous times. and he goes into the future. Spoiler, if you wanted to see this terrible movie, he goes into the future, and Zurg is an old version of himself. And I was like, you've done nothing to establish that this event has happened previously. This doesn't make sense to me.
The one that we're watching is not the one. Yeah, well, because the first one, the one we're watching is not the first time. It's like the middle time or something. It's like the
and they never set it up to make that believable.
Exactly. They don't need to tell you this stuff.
They did for that.
See, it's the off-screen story. Like there's times where the off-screen story is fine. Like you don't need to put every single little thing on screen.
Sure.
Some stuff should be figured out by the audience for them. It depends on the movie, I guess. Like some things the audience
out of the blue
needs to figure. Well, yeah, you can't do that. But then there's some stuff the audience needs to understand, but they don't need to see like the thing going to the bathroom to understand that he's uses the restroom type thing. Or
I don't know. I watched Mallrats. It raised a lot of questions.
Yes, exactly. Oh
yeah, he did West Side Story. I hated that one too.
No, yeah, that's what
I had to sit through that crap.
Apparently, that didn't do very well either.
No.
Yes, it sticks to its rules. Love it.
West Side Story. If you set up rules, you have to follow them. Yep. Agreed. Fableman.
That's what it was. The Fablemans. It just came, I think, end of last year or the beginning of this year. It came out.
I've never heard of it.
I thought it had something to do with war. One of the wars, maybe. I could be wrong though.
Oh. Innovative writing. Yes. Exactly. That's all that mattered. This hat is driving me crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's what, and they use that stuff as stupid. Like people didn't go see it because they had.
Oh yeah,
no, that has nothing to do with it. It was a shit story.
It was it's fan baiting. They say.
Yeah, they say
one thing to piss you off, and then when it fails, they're like, "Oh, well, it was your fault because you're all bigots." It's like, no, it just sucked.
Yep. I concur. I mean, show me a good story, and I'll get behind it. But show me a good story.
Yeah.
Oh, or entertain me at least.
Oh yeah. Well, if you don't have a good story, you better have nudity or explosions.
Yeah, I mean, make me laugh. Something like visually entertain me. But
I concur. Maybe, but Elements has trans elements, so like if it's not progressive enough, that might be why I failed. Yeah, I did notice the multicolored crystal. I was like, okay, here we go.
I haven't seen anything on Element except for there's a fire and water person.
Oh, Elementals.
Right? That new Pixar movie that crashed and burned in 2 days?
Just as hard as everything else this month. I gotta look up what Fablemans is.
Yeah, I think it's a war movie. It was supposed to be really good. The story sounded intriguing. But no one wanted to go see it. I mean, it might be a great movie, but no one went to it.
I can honestly tell you there's so much now coming out that I've never heard of. I miss big boobied women being rescued by lots of explosions, not by lots of explosions. It's like, and then he just like scoops her up.
And the shockwave carries her away.
Yeah, but it looks like arms.
Yeah.
And because she's big boobied,
they're just flopping.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is gonna do great just because everyone loved Top Gun, and the fact that Tom Cruise keeps telling his audience thank you and thanks for coming out, and we're making these movies to entertain you.
Yeah, and he entertains. He's doing crazy ass fucking stunts, even though I haven't seen a Mission Impossible movie since two maybe. The last time I watched, I did see one where he was like on a train and it explodes from a helicopter. Maybe that's the first one.
I don't know. The train was on a helicopter. That's madness.
Are the helicopters chasing the train, and then like the helicopter explodes, and it like the shockwave carries them to the train?
Yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I have never seen anything about this movie.
Oh yeah, the filmmaker one.
The Fablemans. That's what Lorenzo mentioned.
Yeah, I thought it was the war one.
No, yeah.
But it's the filmmakers. Like they're
Gotcha.
It's like the 8mm or that one with ET. Was that 8mm? No, that was Nick Cage.
Yeah, that was a different.
That was a snuffle.
Yeah, it's the JJ one.
Yes, like one of his first, right after Cloverfield.
It was just on the other day.
It was with kids. It was like,
oh yeah, I always forget the name of this movie.
Yeah, train accident and
an alien and a stupid ending.
Was it an alien? Do they actually show the alien?
Yeah, they show it. It's a big dumb white alien.
Well, I guess I never saw the end. I must have been bored with it.
Super 8.
Super 8. I knew it had 8 in it.
Well, you knew it had stuff. I don't know.
And aliens and trains and stuff.
Yeah, it looks sort of like this, I guess.
Like at a further back in time, timey wimey.
It's like that, sort of.
Oh, that's the. Oh yeah, okay. Now I remember the.
Oh yeah, look at him! Look at him judging you. Look at those eyeballs.
That's very judging.
Eyeballs. Yeah, I hated the ending to that movie. What else was I gonna? Oh, this thing. This is another example of a movie came out, and I'm like, I have never heard anything about that, or any advertising, or
there
anything.
are a few.
This is bombing too, I think.
Yeah, I've never heard of that one.
But it came out like at the exact same time as Elemental, and that one's bombing, and this is bombing.
And it's like they're trying to do direct. They don't do direct to DVD, like direct to video.
Yeah, they're doing it direct to theater now, but it sucks. Yeah. It looks like direct to video.
Because they don't. It's probably has something to do with direct to streaming. They don't want to do that, so they're trying to put these things out in theaters. But
yeah, every 3D character now looks like trash.
Oh yeah, it's like the
super low effort.
Star Wars, the Clone Wars thing.
What?
When that first came out, everything looked like fucking wood.
Oh yeah.
All the 3D characters were wooden. None of their hair moved. Nothing. They were just blocks.
Well, they're everything also limited on time for animating.
Oh yeah, I mean I get it, but it all looked like the same to me.
I can't stand the look of children's movies anymore.
Oh no, they're terrible.
Ugh.
Man, ugh. I have no interest in letting my kid watch these. He can find them out later when he's a teenager if he wants to watch them.
Yeah, when he's doing hard drugs, then he can watch this crap.
I don't even think he would watch that crap. To tell you the truth.
I would hope not.
He's watching Spidey and Friends right now, and Indiana Jones.
Nice.
Temple of Doom's his favorite.
Has he seen The Melting Nazis?
No, we need to go and watch. We're still in the beginning of Raiders.
Yeah.
Which it's called Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's not Indiana Jones to me.
Yeah, they updated that, I think, whenever they had to put out like a DVD set, and they're like, it doesn't make sense with the naming convention.
It makes perfect sense. Sorry.
They're like, these are Indiana Jones's adventures. We need to change the name.
No, it's fine.
Yeah?
Because the Raiders of the Lost Ark are the Nazis. And Indiana Jones and the Raiders, I don't think that he's not with the Raiders.
No, I assumed that everyone involved in the incident is a Raider of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, I get that.
It was just sitting there by itself.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I could see that route. But the ones that the Nazis got away with it, they're the ones that raided it completely and opened it and everything.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. So you're just proving their point, Indiana Jones and the Raiders, because the bad guys are the Raiders.
I guess.
Way to go.
I mean, Indiana Jones didn't even need to be in that fucking movie. No, let the Nazis find it. They're going to open it up and just die anyway.
Keep saying that, and and I keep wanting to think of an argument against it.
I know, me too.
But
And I
there's
can't
like
find one
two main points that's
other
like
than the story.
no, because like you're like, oh well, if he didn't show up to save Marion, they'd get the thing and they'd still find the Well of Souls and stuff, and you're like, yeah, but then they still go to the island and they all die anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
So it
like
doesn't matter.
thinking of it.
I know.
Oh, Indy failed, and I'm like, no.
No, I don't see it as him failing.
There's no way he could have ever known that that's the outcome.
Exactly. No,
And he doesn't even
not.
totally believe in.
No.
He's asking
Mystic
Marcus.
Mumbo Jumbo? No,
Yeah,
he doesn't.
He's asking Marcus, what do you believe? And oh wait, no,
that's Raider.
That's
Last Crusade.
Yeah,
but even then, that's
still,
years
talking.
later from that.
Yeah,
like you had Doom. Temple of Doom came first, not like chronologically, not.
Yeah, it still kills me that I didn't know that forever. Never paid attention to the date.
I think I saw Doom first because Raiders was already checked out from Blockbuster, so I got Doom and Crusade. That first time that I got them.
Yeah.
So I did notice that when I first watched them, but I don't think it matters. But the only thing is that the mystical mumbo jumbo he witnessed in Doom firsthand. And then in Raiders, he's like, I don't believe that. Like, yeah, he sees something. He doesn't look at the arc, but when he does, there's just melted Nazis. So I mean,
they're not even melted; they're just gone. They
just
consumed them.
Was their clothes still there, or just everything was gone?
No, I think they took everything and sealed it back up into the chest.
Oh yeah, it sucked everything in, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all he has, like, they open their eyes and everything's gone. Oh, they just left. And there's the arc right there. So let's just take it back with us.
He's like yelling, "Keep your eyes shut" and stuff.
Yeah.
So he might have had a clue that some
but in his
was going on around him.
His scholar brain just puts it into a compartment saying they left. They didn't get sucked into anything. They just walked away because it was too scary for them. They're screaming and just running away. That's how you would probably think of it.
I think if even tangential proof of God's power was enough for him to be like, I need to step back from this a little mentally. Yeah.
Yeah. Like his, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
yeah. His hat's still stupid. I hate drawing fedoras.
It looks like a big toad with a big cheesy smile.
Well, it's supposed to be an idol or something. It's supposed to be shiny and grimacing.
I'm just telling you what I see.
And that is a cloud. And that is another cloud. It's not a Rorschach test.
It's a pickle.
You're a pickle. Oh my god, it's almost been an hour.
And so since I'm not watching Star Trek, I went back to SVU.
Oh, cheery.
Yeah, very cheery. That first episode, I was like halfway through. I had to rewatch it. I was like, why did I start watching this again?
Yeah, no.
It just pisses me off and get angry. Because people suck.
Yeah, no doubt. It's not real. It's not
based on true events.
Loosely.
Yeah, but the ones that I have seen, that I know, that I saw in the news, that I like, some of them were like, there was one based on the Casey Anthony case, and since I was here in Central Florida, it was big. I remember that a lot. Yeah, they changed some of the little details, but they stay close. And then at the beginning, they always say based on true event or slightly askewed something.
Yep, that is the exact language they use, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terminal technological legalese.
Technological?
Yes.
Sounds like a Daft Punk album.
Right?
Terminal technological.
And I guess the only other thing I had was the gravitational hum that they detected.
Oh yeah, are they using that with the
JSW?
Seeing it like back before the Big Bang, they're like using gravity as a telescope or something.
Yeah, they're using Einstein's theory, but of gravitational lensing, but they're like now they're using the HOM as an additional lens inside the telescope, basically.
Isn't this madness? It's just
It is.
madness.
It truly is. Like if we can detect the HOM, you would think we would be able to detect fucking UAPs or whatever the fuck they're calling them now.
Oh yeah.
On our planet. At some point, like flying through, we can detect the hum of the background hum of the universe.
Yeah. But we can't get a good shot of a UFO.
No.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I believe it.
And I guess NASA's UPA, whatever it's called,
is
coming out at the end of the month.
Oh, what, another report that I'm supposed to
it's their final report. It's the end of the report. They've been doing these televised things.
Yeah.
And that's everything that's been televised is now going to be in their report, basically.
Can I tell you that the more they affirm that UFOs exist, the less I believe in them.
Oh yeah, nobody cares either.
It's not.
I think you're all liars.
I mean, I would like to believe that there's UFOs out there. That'd be cool.
Oh,
I mean, the futurist in me is like, hell yeah, let's do this shit. Let's open up the fucking vaults and pull this shit out. Let's see it.
Yeah.
And then
whip it out.
Like, yeah, let's see this shit. I was like, it doesn't exist. It's just it's a human technology, but just at a far further scale than what we are used to right now.
Sure.
The FAA just
Arthur C. Clarke.
The FAA just granted this company approval to fly their flying car.
Oh yeah, that ought to, I can't see anything going wrong with that.
I know, right? It's just a prototype. It's in their testing phase. They have permission to now just fly their car around in like 10 square kilometers or miles or whatever. They have a certain area that they can't fly in and out of. They have to stay in their little...
Like Area 51.
Yeah, exactly.
Stay out of our territory.
It's not
Wow.
Sorry, I should have muted that one. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, that was bad. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it's just human technology at a point where it's just too far to understand what it is. Like you were saying with Steve Clark's quote.
Any sufficiently whatever advanced technology would be something magic.
Yeah.
I believe that's exactly how he said it.
It's exactly how he said it. I have it written down right here.
Oh yeah. Sean's SMRT.
A fart smeller?
Sean's SMRT. I would
smart fella, sorry. I never learned to read.
It's fine. Just ruin the joke.
I thought I was prolonging it.
Oh, hey, wow.
Check it out. Good job.
That's the wrong button.
Now sell it for $5.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's what you should be doing. Like, here's a drawing, $5. And then just email it to everybody who pays you $5.
They're sitting on the street out front, just like, give me $5.
Basically, I mean, there's cash apps all over the place now. You just set something up, $5, and someone sends it to you. You email them the picture.
Well, the longer the job search goes on, the more likely it is that I will sell pictures of my feet somewhere. I don't even care.
Yeah. I have really gnarly toes, or I would. My toenails suck.
All right.
They're like broken in half. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to eat pizza.
Okay. Go eat your pizza.
We did an hour.
Go see what the wife
We had a good amount of people watching.
Woo! Thank you.
Wait, I want to... Where are we looking? Settings. Virtual background.
Oh.
Got to use all my indie Fate of Atlantis backgrounds before.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Come on. Get it on.
Quit. And I have nothing open.
I gotta clean up this mess. Damn it. I got the Gundam over. Oh, and I broke his hand.
Well, that's what you get for Steve smashing.
Yep. It happens.
Instagrammy.
I made sure no one else was around me.
Why is nothing logged?
No one sees me freak out.
It's my own little freak out. No big deal.
Well,
Ooh.
it's not letting me log in for no good reason.
No good reason, bad day.
Well, folks, if you want to check out Steve's stuff, go to SJP Second Toys on the Instagrammy, which is not letting me log in, and for whatever reason, I'm logged out now. And if you want to follow my comic-y stuff,
find the real one.
The real Smacked in the Head on the Instagram. This is really infuriating.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. We'll just share. What are we going to share?
Share.
New real Smacked in the Head Instagram, you a-hole.
Nah. Yeah. I didn't even know you could log in on the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. Never would have guessed.
Little footballs.
Little footballs. Laces out.
It's not even finding it in a search on something weird happening. There you go. There's a one. Log in. Sign in. Log in. Sensational. Technology. Let's make everything worse.
Did you get it?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay.
Don't push me.
I was just gonna throw my phone into the camera so you could see everything.
SJP.
For you.
Friggin' boys. Wow, I'm suddenly really hungry.
You started thinking about pizza.
Follow Steven Meister on the Instagrammy. SJP Boys.
Not so many toys, but they're on there.
Well, that's in the name. And stop screen. I should have. Yeah, I wasn't prepared, but whatever. What are you gonna do?
Oh, it's all good. Figure it out.
Which you won't let me switch, huh?
Change places?
I'm trying. Oh, good thing I wasn't sharing. I've had the Indiana Jones soundtracks playing in my headphones this whole time.
Yay.
Wow, I can't find it. This is dumb. All right, pull it up on your phone. Apparently, I can share you. I could probably find it.
Whoa.
Is it wacky?
Yeah, I looked up it earlier. Okay, here we go.
Here, I got it. I found a way to view it, at least. Go to the Real Smacked in the Head on the Instagram if you want to see snippets.
Do you post videos on your thing?
I did one or two.
Oh, no, I think this is everything you sent me.
Okay.
Weird.
Well, I got it. We're good.
There it is.
And
I had yours pulled up. I didn't have Smacked in the Head, so.
Yeah, I'm not even logged. It's not letting me log into it or switch accounts. It's just being stupid.
That sucks.
Anywho,
there it is.
There it is.
Go to it.
And I'm gonna go eat pizza and maybe play Indiana Jones again.
Hey, I found his hand.
Indiana Jones.
And knocked everybody else off. Yeah, Indy's hand. Or the Gundam.
Harima. I'm looking.
All right. Go eat. Yeah, whatever. Is that the 6-inch? 3-inch. I never could find the Doom ones. I'm so depressed about that one.
Yeah, blame Crystal Skull, which everyone loves
Oh, I
now,
do.
but the new movie is terrible.
Right. So he did have a death. I think it might be a Indiana Jones thing to throw him in a death-defying like situation right in the beginning. Like he should have been dead like 3 times.
Yeah.
He had a noose around his neck, explosion, and then he's like swinging around on like being swung back and forth all around by his neck. Maybe he has his hands right here, but you would still die. Your neck would be like snapped in 8 places.
The same person probably decided it was a good idea to hit the bad guy in the head with the train thing going by, and he's still alive later.
That was Mads.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I was like, that guy's dead. Just like dead.
I was watching a review, and they showed that real quick clip, and he's like, blang! And I was like, he's done.
Yeah, no, that train was going way too fast for him to run it, even if that was sheet metal. He's dead.
Yep. Quality.
Yeah. He might have lived. He might have hit from the impact, but as soon as he hit the ground, dead. Because you're falling from a train straight down. That's moving at how fast it was doing. Let's say 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You hit the ground after being into a concussion at least. You hit the ground and roll when your body's that limp. Yeah, you're probably dead. Every bone in your body's like half broken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Anyways, go enjoy.
Yep. See you next week. I don't know what we're talking about. We need to make this into an actual show.
Yeah, we need to like talk off air at some point about how we need to do this
segment.
Yeah.
End communication.
End communication.